Okay, we have Brittany Renner here. I think this might be my first video on Brittany Renner. I've tried to avoid her because she's, she is what she is. She's a attention seeking person, a very toxic person. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that really we shouldn't take seriously. But I'm going to use her to bring up a bigger point. So here she's going to, well, apparently I don't know when she converted to the, I don't know when she converted to the Nation of Islam, but this is her in her hijab, and she's going to talk about her financial struggles since changing her lifestyle, quote unquote. Let's take a listen.
Allahu Akbar. I've gone through a lot of changes internally, and as a result, my outer world has completely crumbled.
And I'll say this before I let this video continue. I'm very sorry to any Muslims I offend with this video because, like, just seeing Brittany Renner in a hijab and her talking, it's almost like, remember Ruby Rose was in a hijab, or how about this? Like when I see Brittany Renner in a hijab, it's almost like seeing the adult film actress Mia K in a hijab. It's just a prop. It's just a prop to him. Anyways, let's let this continue going.
Sorry, whoa! Wow. Leaving me incredibly uncertain in just about every area in my life. I have no idea where I'm going to live or how I'm going to provide for my son. But Allah has moved mountains for me, and I trust that this will be no different. I feel like Alice when she ate the cookie and her feet went through the windows and she's crammed in the house like that. I've outgrown where I am. The facade is fading, alhamdulillah. And I'm at a place where I don't want anything that doesn't have my name on it. Take it away. It serves no purpose here. First of all, Allahu Akbar.
Is there another clip? I think there's another clip. Yes, there is.
And I don't want a penny more than I'm meant to have because I can do a lot with a little. The facade is fading. And when the facade fades and all the BS is cleared out, it makes room for what has always been for you. And I don't want a penny more.
Is there another clip? So people kind of noticed like the quote unquote change in her lifestyle because they kind of saw her dressing quote unquote more modestly, and blah blah blah, all that. Right here, let's read from the caption. It says, Brittany Renner is opening up about her financial difficulties she's experiencing after changing her lifestyle. If you recall, in August, Brittany started sharing pictures and videos dressed modestly and wearing a hijab. In the video, Brittany said, I have no idea where I'm going to live or how I'm going to provide for my son, but Allah has moved mountains for me. Oh, Lord. Because I don't want to diss her too much because she's to me, she's a clown. You know what sorry, just seeing her in the hijab, it just makes me laugh. But when Brittany Renner kind of went viral a couple years ago when she was crying in her car, the people didn't understand at the time, when she had the child with the simp PJ Washington, she thought she was going to get a whole lot of child support money, but in North Carolina there's like a cap. So the highest you can get per month in child support is $2,500 a month, right? Which I still think that's too much. You know what I mean? And I will say in her case, she's talking about her financial difficulties and blah, blah, blah. I hope because her lifestyle, how she lives, it's it's just unstable already without the religion, right? So I hope PJ Washington, what PJ Washington should do, he should file for full custody. But I don't think he's going to do that. I don't know. Maybe he does have full custody of his kid. I don't know. But let me look up how old is Brittany Renner? How old is Brittany Renner? 32 years old. She's at that phase. Anywho, she's at that stage in life. But yeah, simps are not going to pick that up. But anyways, I brought up this video to make a bigger point, right? So in this life, this is my theory. You don't have to follow me on this. You don't have to make this as gospel, but this is something that, I'm just putting it out there, right? In this life, we have sluts, and 304s, right? Now, there is a difference between a slut and a 304, right? Or if you want to say the whole WHORE word, same thing. And when I'm saying 304 or WHORE, that word, right? To me, a slut is not a bad person, right? A slut, that's just a person that's just a nasty girl. She down for the squad. She'll take down. She gets off on she gets off by sexually pleasuring multiple men or a man or but many men at the same time. That's just how she gets off. She belongs to the team. She belongs to the squad, and she likes that role, you know. And a slut is somebody that you could actually use for a time being. Now, whether or not you want to wife up a slut, that's clearly the terrible move to do. But like a slut is somebody that's like obviously somebody that's completely out there and is very unashamed of what they do, and they kind of understand what their role is, and they will accept payment. You know what I mean for their discretion. Right now, 304, a whole that would be a Brittany Renner. A 304, what a 304 doesn't know that she's a slut. She doesn't consider herself even a hoe. She thinks she's just a regular person, even though she probably has a similar, if not more, body count than a slut. They might have similar body counts, but the 304 thinks that she's not like that. Like she thinks she's not that. So a 304 is dangerous because a 304 can ruin your empire. A 304 can ruin your empire, your family. You know what I mean? Because you mess with her and she thinking that you finna break up with your family to go for her. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean when I say that? Right? A 304 will ruin everything that you built up. Ruin the foundation. Tell your main girl about what y'all got going on behind closed doors, right? That's a 304, right? A 304 is dangerous and actually is a variant that cannot be controlled, right? So I'll give you examples, right? Brittany Renner, she's a 304. Tiana Trump, a slut. Who would I rather mess with for the night? Tiana Trump. Like, but she's an X star. The reason why I would mess with her for a night is because I don't even think she's going to tell nobody about it. And second of all, she's used to doing it. She's a professional. It's just part of her life. If you mess with a Brittany Renner, even for one night, that is going to backfire on you. That's a 304. Like I said, a 304 like that. Very evil, conniving. Not only that, the ones that make these false allegation cases, those are the 304s. They don't think they're sluts, but they are. But they think that they're normal people, right? So like I said, that's an example. Brittany Renner, 304. Tiana Trump, slut. Amber Rose, 304. Thick ass Daphne. I'm bringing out like women that look like each other, right? Thick ass Daphne, slut, right? What's another parallel I can make, right? But that's just something off the top of my head, and I believe the perfect comparison is the Tiana Trump and the Brittany Renner comparison. I think that's the perfect analogies that I can make when I'm talking about the difference between a slut and a 304. These are very important things that you, as a man, you need to identify, particularly in the dating marketplace. If you just want to be messing around with certain type of women, if you just want friends with benefits situation or whatever, you need to distinguish who is a 304 and who is a slut, right? Because when it comes to sluts, people be like, oh man, she's nasty and she's this, but she's less likely to ruin your life than a 304 would. You know what I mean when I say that? So there's certain levels to that. There's trust me, man. Trust me. There's certain levels to that. I've already made a stream and a video about this, but Brittany Renner would fall under that category. A lot of men out here, they don't even realize they wifed up a former 304. And we already know there's no such thing as a former 304. Once a 304, always a 304. So this is something that men don't pick up on. They find the girl at age 27, 28, right when she's about to hit the wall. Like, oh, I'm looking for a nice dude. And the other guys that I mess with in college and blah, 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 they don't matter. That's a 304. You know what I mean? So these are the things You know, how about this? I'll give you even a better example. The average self-proclaimed OnlyFans model, 304. The average corn star of the 2000s or the 2010s, that's a slut, right? So, who's the most famous OnlyFans model? I don't know who it is. Let me. Who would be a very famous OnlyFans model? We'll take Ruby Rose, right? We'll take Ruby Rose, right? Very famous OnlyFans model. And then we'll just take the average corn star, right? The reason why I bring that point up is because the average OnlyFans model, even though they're doing the same thing that the corn stars are doing on their platform, they think that they're above the average corn star. So they don't even call themselves corn stars. They just call themselves OnlyFans models. So that's up 304. Then you have the corn star that's just out there. She doesn't have an OnlyFans page, but or I'll say like they have their videos on these websites, whatever, and they don't hide what they are. They're just a corn star. They know that, but they also have an OnlyFans model as well. But they know that they are a corn star. That would be a slut, right? This is these are the things that we have to pick up on. But yeah, this is a different time. This is a different time that we're living in. That's what I want to point. Because I didn't even want to really go in on Brittany Renner per se, because we already know what she is. We already know what she is. That's just somebody you just don't take serious. But she's still a massive liability because of her actions, how she acts out. When you look at the situation with Charleston White, you look at the situation with PJ Washington, the turmoil that she brings to men that she knows. She's way too much of a flight risk to be around.